Here are 5 reasons why my brand new DJI Mavic 3 will not be replacing my DJI Mini 2. So the DJI Mavic 3 is an incredible drone. A 4/3 sensor capable of capturing 5.1K video and a flight time of up to 46 minutes per battery. Incredible. You all know the specs and you all know what an incredible drone it is. But surprisingly, it will not be replacing my DJI Mini 2. Let's talk about why. Now before I get into this video, I just want to say 85.3% of you aren't subscribed to my channel. So if you like all things drone related and you're not subscribed, please make sure to hit that subscribe button and make sure that the notification bell is on so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos, especially about this guy, the DJI Mavic 3. So the first reason I think the DJI Mini 2 is going to stay in my armory of drones is for portability. Now there's no denying the DJI Mavic 3 has incredible video and photo quality that far exceeds the DJI Mini 2. You know, if you put the two together in terms of a contest on which produces the best video quality, it's pretty obvious that the DJI Mavic 3 is going to win out. And if you're in a scenario where you want the ultimate, uncompromising video quality for whatever it is you're producing, then you're going to take the DJI Mavic 3. But when it comes to portability, the DJI Mini 2 is the winner. The DJI Mavic 3 is a much larger drone than the DJI Mini 2. Now it has to be said, the DJI Mavic 3 in itself is not a humongous drone. It's not something like the DJI Inspire, but it is a good bit larger than the DJI Mini 2. And if you're in scenarios where you need portability and need a smaller drone, a more compact drone that you can put pretty much anywhere, the DJI Mini 2 is the drone you're going to take. You know, you can put the DJI Mini 2 in your pocket. You can put it in a cycling jersey pocket. You can put it in just about any bag. It is really not that large and can fit just about anywhere in any bag that you're going to be taking when you're out shooting. It's also really light and really easy to carry, which is also a big factor. So if I think of some scenarios where I'm out shooting, if you are making a production that you're being paid for, or if you are recording a once-in-a-lifetime event, a once-in-a-lifetime location where video quality is the most important thing, DJI Mavic 3 is what you're going to take. But if I think of some other scenarios, so if I think of going out hiking, well, if I'm going to go out hiking, I'm really going to pick the Mini 2 because it's light, it's compact, and I can put it just about anywhere. I'm probably not going to need a specific bag for that drone, and the video quality is great. If I'm going out cycling and I want to maybe get a few shots of myself out cycling, I'm going to take the Mini 2 because I can put it in my jersey pocket. If I'm going to go out a run, if I'm going to go out a walk, if I'm doing anything activity-wise, I think I'm going to veer towards the DJI Mini 2 because I can carry it in probably what I'm already taking bag-wise. And if I do need to take a drone-specific bag, I'm going to be able to take a much smaller bag. Now it has to be said, that portability, as mentioned, comes at a cost, and that cost is video quality. But video quality isn't everything. Sometimes it's about getting the shot. And if that requires taking the compact drone, the DJI Mini 2, to get that shot, then that is what it requires. So the DJI Mini 2 is going to stay in my drone armory for portability reasons. The second reason is the drone law. I know we talk a lot about it in the channel, but when it comes to drone flying, the DJI Mini 2 is the far more unrestricted drone. The DJI Mini 2 can be flown in the A1 category, and what that means is you can fly it basically just about anywhere. You're able to fly it in residential, recreational, industrial, and commercial areas, and you can do that with basically no separation distance. The Mavic 3, however, unfortunately has to be flying in the A3 category without specific A2 CFC training. And what that means is you're not allowed to fly it within 150 meters off them recreational, residential, commercial, or industrial areas. That's a tongue twister saying that over and over again. But basically, it means you have to fly it far away from anyone or anything, and that really does restrict where you can fly this drone, unfortunately. So for them times where you maybe want to go out and record an event, there's an event in your local area, let's say a running race, something like that, and you want to record it, well, the only drone that is really suitable for them scenarios is the DJI Mini 2. Or let's say you're going to go to an area, it's a touristy area. Northern Ireland has tons of beautiful tourist locations, and you maybe don't know how many people are going to be there. Well, because you're not allowed to fly this drone close or basically near anyone, it's a bit of a gamble to take this drone. Yes, you'd get the better video quality, but yes, you might not be able to fly it when you get there because it's a crowded area. The DJI Mini 2, however, is a safe bet because you can fly it in the A1 category. Regardless of how busy it is, you're probably going to be able to fly that drone there. You know, if at any time you think there's going to be a busy area or a busy location, the safest bet is going to be to take that DJI Mini 2. And just when it comes to the drone law and unrestricted flying, the DJI Mini 2 wins out. Now that being said, you can loosen up the restrictions a little bit for the DJI Mavic 3 by taking your A2 CFC training, and that allows you to fly in the A2 category, so that's something to keep in mind. The next reason the DJI Mini 2 wins out is the cost to repair or replace. Flying drones, you can have accidents, and if you crash or damage or need to replace your DJI Mavic 3, it's going to be costly, there's no doubt about it. This is an expensive drone, and it's not a cheap drone to repair or replace. Mistakes happen. We've all crashed our drones. We've all crashed our drones as beginner flyers, making silly mistakes. We've all crashed our drones in higher risk scenarios. So maybe you're flying through a forest, you've clipped a propeller on a branch, and you've crashed your drone. It's a fact of life that if you fly a drone, at some point you're going to crash it. Now, whether that ends on you breaking a prop, breaking the gimbal, breaking one of the arms that holds the motor for the propellers, or just trashing the drone completely, that's a different story as to how hard you crash the drone in the first place. But generally speaking, if you crash a drone, minimum you're going to break a propeller, maximum you're going to need to replace that drone. And as mentioned, for something like the DJI Mavic 3, that can be costly. By contrast, if you crash, damage, or need to replace the DJI Mini 2, it's going to be, relatively speaking, much more inexpensive, especially when compared to something like the Mavic 3. If you need to replace propellers, it's going to be cheaper. If you need to replace the drone, it's going to be much cheaper. So in scenarios where you have a higher risk of crashing, the DJI Mini 2 wins out. So what are those scenarios? If you're a first time or beginner flyer, chances are you're probably going to have a crash or two as you learn to fly your drone. And for those scenarios, you're obviously going to have the DJI Mini 2. If, as mentioned, you're flying in a more complex or challenging environment, so in a forest, for example, where you might clip a propeller in a tree, or if you're flying close to objects to try and get cinematic shots, then obviously you're going to take the DJI Mini 2, because if you do crash or damage that drone, you're going to have a much easier time when it comes to footing the bill for repairing or replacing it. And so that's something you really need to consider. You know, if I do damage this drone, firstly, what are the costs going to be? And secondly, am I in a situation where I might crash and damage this drone? And if I am, do I really want to be taking the more expensive drone when I'm out flying? The fourth reason is the DJI Mini 2 is just more unobtrusive. We talk about it a lot in this channel, but some people just don't like drones and don't like people flying drones. Now this might be because of a misunderstanding with the drone law. Then people might just simply think that you're not allowed to be flying where you are or how you are. And a simple conversation can appease both parties, and they can be on their way, and you can continue enjoying flying. But there are a percentage of people just don't like flying a drone and will take issue with it no matter what. We've talked about it a lot on this channel. And there's no doubt about it, flying a drone like the DJI Mavic 3 will garner much more attention. It's a noisier drone, so you can hear it much louder, and also it's a much larger drone, so you can see it more obviously in the air. And this can get attention good and bad. You know, generally speaking, when I'm out flying my drone, if someone comes up to talk to me about the drone, it's because they're really interested in it. They're interested in flying a drone, they're interested in what the drone's capable of, they're interested in seeing how the drone works and maybe what I'm videoing with the drone, and just really interested in the drone itself and really positive. But as I mentioned, sometimes you do get people that are just awkward about you flying a drone. It's really unfortunate. And this is less likely to happen with the DJI Mini 2 because it's much quieter, and once it's in the air, it's much harder to see if you're not the person looking at it flying it. And that can be really beneficial because if you're a beginner flyer, the last thing you want is a lot of attention, good or bad. You know, you want to be concentrating on flying a drone, concentrating on learning to fly your drone, and you really don't want that many distractions. As I mentioned, good or bad, someone coming up to talk to you can really distract you from flying that drone. So if you want to be as unobtrusive as possible, you're going to be using the DJI Mini 2. The last reason is the DJI Mini 2, plain and simple, is better for beginners. And that's massively beneficial because if I'm out with family and friends and I want a quick shot of myself, or I want a quick shot that means I'm going to be in it and I want them to fly the drone, well, the DJI Mini 2 is the drone I'm going to let them fly. Let's be honest, are you going to let a beginner pilot, someone who has very little experience flying a drone, take control of a DJI Mavic 3? Of course you're not. But the DJI Mini 2 is such a capable, simple and easy to fly drone, and it's also small, and not that intimidating because of its size, then really someone who's flown a drone a couple of times is going to be able to pick up and fly the DJI Mini 2 no problem at all. And obviously, as mentioned, it's an A1 class drone, so even though they have no specific training, they are legally allowed to fly it, whereas something like the DJI Mavic 3 probably is not something you're going to give to a beginner pilot to fly. Now, that's not to say that the DJI Mavic 3 is a hard drone to fly, but it is much more intimidating. It's a louder, noisier, larger drone, and it's just going to be more intimidating to someone who has very little experience flying a drone. So this is massively beneficial because if I'm out a hike with family and friends and I want a quick shot off me hiking, unfortunately the DJI Mini 2 has no active tracking, but I can quickly say to a family or friend who has some experience of flying a drone, do you want to quickly use this drone to get a shot of me? And they'll not be intimidated because the DJI Mini 2 is a small, not noisy, not intimidating drone. If you handed someone the DJI Mavic 3 and they weren't that experienced with drone flying, they'd probably be very, very intimidated. Other scenarios are again activities, when we're out doing sports. It just means that the DJI Mini 2 can be given to someone else to get shots of yourself if and when required. And also, if you want to teach a family member or friend how to fly a drone, it's great to have the DJI Mini 2 there because it's a perfect beginner drone and it will really help you help them learn how to fly a drone for the first time. So that's 5 reasons why the DJI Mavic 3, as amazing as it is, will not be replacing my DJI Mini 2. Before you go, I just want to say 85.3% of you aren't subscribed to my channel. So if you like drone related content and you haven't subscribed, please make sure to hit that subscribe button and make sure the notification bell's on so you'll miss any of my upcoming videos. I really appreciate you watching this one to the end. I'll see you in the next one.